Well, we haven't talked too
Introducing
much as we
in the blue corner, wearing blue trunks with gold stripes, weighing 160 pounds, and his professional record is 26 wins, 25 knockouts, and 3 losses. From Port Arthur, Texas, the #1 contender, Wilford Scypion. And in the red corner, wearing maroon trunks, weighing 160 pounds, and his record is 56 wins, 47 by knockouts, 2 losses, and 2 draws. From Brockton, Massachusetts, the undisputed middleweight champion of the world, marvelous Marvin Hagler.
So there you have the introduction of the fighters. We have not talked too much about Wilford Scypion. He's not going to be any secret. There's no question about that.
Well, he has to be 125% of himself. A lot of people have thought he had potential across the years. He's rarely shown it. This is an opportunity for the title, the biggest fight of his life. He's got 7 brothers, 5 sisters, and his parents here from Port Arthur. If he gives a big effort, he might make it interesting.
He's got to win just to pay for the tickets. One thing that Sugar Ray Leonard always points out, and that is how much a fighter has warmed up before he came into the ring. Marvin Hagler is very warm, has broken his sweat. Wilford Scypion, on the other hand, is not. He will be in Marvin Hagler's face. There's no question about it. He has said that he wants to fight the same fight against Marvin Hagler that Vito Antuofermo did the first time when he took Marvin Hagler to a very disputed draw. He is the underdog both by the odds makers and by the crowd here.
Now we get to the meaningful initials, Barry, F-I-T-E, fight.
You're R-I-T-E about that. This is the first round. We'll go 15. Remember, Marvin Hagler coming off that knee injury, so that is something to watch. He said it affected his lateral movement. He told me yesterday it is not affecting it any longer. It was not a muscle tear that Hagler had in the knee, but just an inflammation caused simply by training too much, too hard. Scypion has never been cut. Conversely, neither had Tony Simpson. Combination by Scypion.
Get out yourself, folks. Come on.
There's a right hand by Hagler, top of the head, no damage.
It is generally Marvin Hagler's modus operandi to try to soften up his opponent before trying to take care of him and put him away, much like a matador in a bull. But he is coming out fast here.
Scipion's punches being caught mostly on the shoulders of Marvin Hagler. Hagler did score with an uppercut in that exchange. Said when he did have problems with his knee, it forced him to take a slugger's stance. Now, he has not had to really go laterally against Scypion because Scypion has not really come directly at him as he had said he would. It does strike me, Larry, that Marvin is a little bit more up-tempo in round 1 than he has been in his last few fights.
He is, and I think it's anticipating that Hamsho does want to pressure him. Excuse me, that Scypion wants to pressure him as Hamsho did earlier, and of course Vito Antuofermo.
And there go the legs of Scypion in round 1. Hagler is right on top of him, measuring his man. It was a right hand that set him up. I don't even think Hagler thought he hit him that hard. There's a Scypion seems to have his legs back now. End of round 1. Big round for Marvin Hagler.
Did he get hurt with that?
Let's listen in Scipion's corner.
Hey, standing back waiting on him. Standing back waiting on him. You can't stand back and wait on this guy. Sip, hey, you can't fight inside. You cannot fight inside. You got a cat?
Let's take a look and see how he got in trouble. Scypion is finding out early. There's the left that drove him back. He's finding out early that he's going to have to pay a price to get in close. And it's a question of whether he can pay that price.
You heard Kenny Weld in the corner saying that you just had to get inside. This is Marvin Hagler's corner.
All right, second round. Second down.
You had the dilemma of Scypion clearly defined. He is being urged to get on top of Hagler, but to get there, he's got to be willing to take the price.
And Scypion does crowd his man as we start the second round here. He's very wild with his punches, however. As he was against Frank the Animal Fletcher, incidentally.
All right, come on, get out yourself. Come on, stop punching straight. All right, hold it. Hold it.
Wilford Scypion to fight his fight.
Scypion is trying to cut the ring off, not having much success.
Combinations by Hagler hurt Scypion once more. The right hand getting through. It was a right hand lead. And Hagler's really opening him up.
This is a very up-tempo pace for Hagler this early in the fight.
Counter punching right hand by Hagler. A combination by Hagler.
All right, stop punching. You're both holding.
Hand that hurt.
Bring it back high.
The left hand by Marvin Hagler backs Scypion off once more.
Scypion trying to stay on top of Hagler, but paying a price.
End of the second round. Well, we want to remind you that Monday, June 6th, 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Central, Inside Boxing. Larry Merchant, the host on the show, my co-host on this broadcast. I'll be there along with Sugar Ray Leonard. It's HBO Sports News Series, and it'll take you behind the scenes of the boxing world. We'll have ringside updates, visits to the training camps, and newsmaker interviews. All the latest news. It's Inside Boxing, and it starts Monday, June 6th.
Stay your own distance. You get them guessing right now.
That's Goody Petronelli with Marvin Hagler.
You're reading them beautiful. Keep them on your side. Keep them on your side.
Well, of course, that is a team that's been together for 14 years.
And their pursuit of excellence has paid off.
Hagler again up tempo to start the third round.
Now wait. More than one.
You heard Goody Petronelli say, you got him guessing.
Don't throw one at a time. Get off.
Guard very high. Hagler trying to bring it down. Shots to the body.
Hagler going downstairs, and those punches will certainly take a toll as time goes on. This is the third round. Fast-paced fight so far.
Get him off! Come on!
Scypion that did get in, but did no damage, and takes two right hands from Hagler and another right. And a left hand. And Scypion is in the center of the ring and just trying to cover up.
I think he warded off most of those blows.
Hagler peppering him with combinations. No one punch really doing a lot of damage, but it's a cumulative effect. Knees showing absolutely no effect on his lateral movement.
Keep punching now, keep punching, let's go!
Beautiful uppercut. He's beginning to time Scypion very well and finding it hard to miss right now.
I think your analogy to his being a matador is really the perfect one. He really is something to watch.
But he's an aggressive matador. And that's what separates him from the ordinary boxer.
Third round.
The difficulty of fighting Hagler this way is that you have to survive the first half of the fight and hope that in the second half of the fight that Hagler is slowed down.
Get up there and fight, man. You ain't fighting.
This is the corner of Wilford Scypion.
You're acting like this guy's your daddy or something.
Nothing. It's
Put your hands in your lap. Put your hands in your lap.
It's not. Come on, Wilford.
Those are right. You got a little bitty neck.
Yeah,
hey,
neck, that's all it is.
How about fighting? How about fighting? Hey, bend your leg some and bomb this guy, okay?
Right.
Come on, get your hands back high. You act like
Let's take an overhead view of Marvin Hagler at work. A left high on the head, a left a little bit lower on the jaw, and a left through Scipion's guard.
Again, really the cumulative effect.
They were working on Scipion's left eye in that timeout.
Said there was a little nick. We'll see what we can see here. Also, Kenny Waldham told him, bend your knees.
Marvin Hagler getting $1.25 million for this night's work.
Scypion took a good right hand. It stunned him for a moment.
Come on, let him go, Will. Stop hanging on him, Will. Stop hanging on him. Let's go. Okay, both
Scypion cannot stay with Hagler in the short run. He's hoping to hang around for a long distance run and perhaps catch him in the last third of the fight.
Scypion has gone 12 rounds on one other occasion. Never gone 15. There's a right hand by Scypion. It did get in on the nose of Marvin Hagler. Hagler circling Scypion and trying to keep him outside of him. Hagler fighting softball right now. He'll switch. There's a right hand by Scypion. Backs Hagler up.
Stop punching. You're both tied.
Scypion is being persistent.
Oh, watch them heads. Both of you now.
Referee giving a bit of a warning, saying watch the heads. Marvin Hagler has gotten himself in trouble before with butts. Vito Antuofermo fight, of course. He suffered a cut from a butt. And again, Scypion now managing to get on top of Hagler a little bit more than he was. And there he took a right hand. That buckled his knees. Scypion back in his own corner. Takes a combination, goes down. And may not make it up. This man has never been knocked out. And it's over. It is all over. So Marvin Hagler has knocked out Wilford Scypion in the 4th round and was very impressive in doing so.
What you have to say here, Barry, is that Scypion was trying to win the fight. And because he was trying to win the fight, and it was stopped at 2 minutes and 47 seconds of the 4th round, he made himself available to be knocked out.
And for the first time, it was a combination. Again, it wasn't any one punch that did the damage, but a combination from Marvin Hagler, who again has given every indication that he must be ranked amongst the top middleweights of all time.
You see, Hagler is now holding aloft his various belts, but let's take a look and see just how it came. There was a delayed action, and that last left hand, I thought, did it, or finished him. He had been stunned a little bit earlier. The right hand that started him on the way, Barry. The right hand started him on the way. And the rest was just a professional job of finishing.
Knowing the man is hurt and taking advantage of it. Take a look from this great overhead shot given us by our director, Mark Payton.
Marvin has 2 belts, WBC belt, WBA belt. Now he's going to get United States Boxing Association International ring, diamond ring.
So my partner, Larry Merchant, will make his way into the ring to talk with the winner, Marvin Hagler, who's surrounded right now by his family. You look at Wilford Scypion, a game challenger who just took the best that Marvin Hagler had and caved in under that in the 4th round. Right now, let's go up to the ring announcer, Nino Cam, for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by a knockout in the 4th round and still undisputed middleweight champion of the world, marvelous Marvin Hagler.
So the chaos in the ring, 2 minutes 47 seconds of the 4th round. And Larry Merchant will try to make his way over to the champion, Marvin Hagler. And here's Marvin Hagler, absolutely bedecked in championship belts. Hagler is with Larry Merchant, but we want to get him turned around so that he can see and talk us through some of this fight. And I'm sure we'll have an opportunity to see the knockout punch and talk about it with the champion, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, who has scored his 7th consecutive knockout victory as the middleweight champion of the world. He seems to grow not only in stature, but certainly in, as we mentioned, recognizability with every fight he has. Right now, let's go to Larry Merchant with Marvin Hagler. Larry?
Marvin Hagler, looks like you've conquered New England as well as you have Wilford Scypion again. You came out a little faster than you usually do, I thought.
Yeah, well, I had to against an opponent like him. You know, he's very aggressive. I caught him with a couple good shots. I thought I was really going to have to work the whole 15. That's why I worked that body so hard, because it has to pay off for me. I felt him started slowing down a little bit, and I was ready. But first of all, I'd like to say hello to my son in New Jersey, Gentry. Monk, Daddy, love you very much. Also, I'd like to thank God for giving me the gift of my boxing, also the courage and the strength and the confidence.
Marvin, every fighter you come in looks back at the first Vito Antuofermo fight and says, if I put pressure on Marvin Hagler, I can do what Antuofermo did.
Exactly. They're going to find. I told you, Antuofermo just had a style that he got away from me the first time in a sense, but the second time I was ready to put Antuofermo's lights out for good. They were smart on stopping it. I'd like to thank also all my sparring partners who helped me prepare for this fight, and all the people down in my Provincetown camp.
Marvin, he was coming to you, which means he was really trying to win the fight. He wasn't trying to dance away from you or stay away from you.
No,
Did you see that right away?
Well, we figured that he couldn't change his style. I knew he couldn't outbox me. He could only be aggressive the way that we knew. I started trading punches with him, which my trainer told me I don't need to. I'm outclassing this guy. I got more guns to go with, and I started seeing it, started settling down, and started looking for my spots. Start picking my spots.
In a moment, we'll come up with a replay of the knockout and ask you to describe it for us, Marvin.
I remember what it was.
Here it is.
I thought my straight left hand, which we've been practicing all the time, coming back with that right hook. I think I shook him up. There's my left hand again. Come back with the right hook again. I think this is what it was now, to put them together. You see that everybody looks for my right hand, and I can put you away with my left. Either hand's are dangerous.
Here's another angle, Marvin.
There's the straight left hand. Just glimpsed him, but it knocked him off balance and set him up for me.
I thought the right hand coming right here.
The left really was staggered him right there. And crumbled. That's the way I wanted him, down at my feet. He had a big mouth, and that's the way he deserved to be. I don't know. I was thinking about retiring this fight here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a lot of thought. I want to take some time off and go over with my family what they think is best for me, and also my manager and trainer, because I felt as though that I didn't beat everybody out there, and I don't want to be a stepping stone for anybody.
This talk of retiring is something very, very new. I thought, first of all, that you were in line to fight Juan Roldan, the #1 WBA contender, sometimes in July.
Well, what I'm going to do, like I said, I'm seriously thinking about it, retirement and everything. Like I said, I didn't beat everybody. There's always going to be another opponent out there. They haven't paid me the money that I really deserve, so, you know, if I can get out with my health and start a business or whatever,
well,
I'm very happy.
You made $1.25 million tonight as a total purse. That doesn't seem like a bad payday. But beyond that, Marvin, I once heard you say to Sugar Ray Leonard, let's get it on, Ray. We'll bring out the best in each other.
That's right.
Don't you hope there's somebody out there that can bring out the best in you?
Well, you know, they're not bringing the money with them. But
what about Benitez and Hearns?
I challenged Benitez. I challenged Duran. I challenged Leonard. I challenged Hearns. All these guys, I've challenged them. So why should I have to hang around and wait for them to build their courage or whatever, or wait for me to lose or to look bad in front of my public and my fans, in order to get them to come out? That's what they're waiting for. They're also waiting for me to grow gray hair. You know.
Well, I think you licked that problem, Marvin, very well. But I also think that tomorrow morning, when you sit down and think about it, and after this short night's work, that you'll look ahead to some other fights.
Yeah, I felt that way all the way through the training and everything, and I tried to put it out of my mind to go on and succeed in this victory, because I wanted it very bad, and I wanted a good showing if I was going to do that. And again, I'm going to talk with my family, my wife and my kids, and see what we decide.
Thank you very much, Marvin Hagler. And now back to Barry Tompkins at ringside. Okay.